Hi everyone, the Mature Simmer here. Welcome back to Mariah's Pass by RBJets 36 scenario series. This is scenario 31, Return to Whitefish Part 8. As soon as you are clear to proceed, you'll have one last drop, then it's finally time to arrive back in Whitefish. 45 minutes. When clear, proceed. The center beam stockbound for Whitefish has been rerouted for a drop in Conkelly, again. Don't know what it is. The sidings up in Columbia Falls are kind of full, so I'm just going to have you drop there. Dispatch and Conkelly will be in contact when you arrive. Alright, so we're obviously waiting. I see something moving. There it is. And then we're going to have 4 miles. Alright, so 8 steps, so we've got a bit to go. So we got to go Conkelly Dispatch, then we're dropping 4. Then we're going to go to Columbia Falls, and then we're going to be in Whitefish and doing some stuff there. So again, part of this scenario, maybe a minute, 2, 5, waiting for whatever this is to come out of the trees and get cleared. Can't be too terribly long, because... well, I think actually it does go past that. I was going to say there's only so much length, but that might be it. I don't know. They're just different kind of cars. Get our lights turned on. Get ourselves engaged to go forward. Keep an eye on our signal. Obviously, until he's actually off the track, nothing's going to happen. But so a lot of stuff to do still. 45 minutes is a lengthy scenario. I mean, we've had some yard work ones that were longer. Alright, I'm going to disengage my brake. By the time it drops down, maybe we'll be able to go. There we go. Whoops. So, we are clear. Get ourselves going. We can go 50, so 4 miles shouldn't take too terribly long. Obviously we're speeding up for quite a while. So we're heading out. He's continuing on over there. But a little under 4.5 miles that we had to go. But this is where we spent a lot of scenarios at the start of the series, just doing a bunch of things between Whitefish and Conkelly. These cars are whipping around that turn, but I guess they know what they're doing. They're locals, right? They understand how to drive on these roads. Looks fast to you and I, but we don't know. That was an interesting sound. Ah, the big trestle. Oh no, this isn't the same one. There's some big one somewhere. I don't... so maybe... no, we probably passed that a while ago. I don't know. I always like the lights, the way they do their thing. Alright, well, we're getting up to 40. I think once we hit 40, our mini-map down below zooms out another level. Maybe a little further than that. Maybe it's 45 or something. I don't know. We'll see. I know it's before 50, because I know I've seen it zoomed out one more step. mile marker. Coming up on a crossing. Don't see anything hazardous. Well, now we're at 45 and it hasn't done anything, so don't know. Guess I'll just drive the train and not worry about the mini-map, right? So this is a big turn to the right. There we go. So about 47 it looks like. So it appears we're going slightly uphill. Or had gone uphill when we took off. Got a signal in half a mile. Which won't take that long at this speed. This is nearly double what we were traversing the mountains at. So it's a bit refreshing being able to move along at that kind of speed. Alright, so blinking yellow. So again, kind of waiting for the RPMs to get down. That may change how quickly things go when I turn the power on, but may not. Should be about 3:15. There you go. See, at this point, when I put it to 13%, I'm not suddenly flying up in speed. I am speeding up, but it's much more reasonable because my RPMs are not at 500 or 600 like they were, even though they were still slowing down a bit. But alright, so 1.5. Looks like we've got a tunnel. Whoops, what did I miss? Oh, I'm just blind is what I missed. This could be bad, just depending how fast I go. Alright, that'll get down below 35 pretty fast. There we go. Just again, enjoying the scenery and not doing my job. Sorry, bit of a cough there. Got a hold of me. Feel a sneeze may be coming on, so hopefully I can mute things before that happens, or maybe it won't happen at all, which is even better. Alright, I was starting to talk about the distance when I suddenly was speeding, but yeah, we're down to under a mile now. So yeah, I'm thinking there's going to be a decent amount of distance at some point, because yes, with the starting, stopping, backing up, and whatever, that takes some time, but 45 minutes just seems a lot unless we still have 15 or 20 miles of travel to do. And obviously this was just about 4.5 miles, so we need 10 more or so at least. Alright, Conkelly's coming into view. Alright, so we gotta be at 20 in 0.4 miles. But we're still under 35 here, so it's not too bad. Alright, so we're moving over to the right, hence the green signal. Alright, good to see you guys. Just drop those center beam wagons on Conkelly S Storage East 3101. I'll have the yard work crew take them up to Columbia Falls later. Alright, so now we're at 20. So the center beam cars are on the back. So just the last 4. So I want to get this back part into there somewhere. And yes, it's the correct track. But again, like we were doing stuff around these buildings, if you remember. There's stuff back there. We took stuff in there. There was a lot of yard work that happened here. A lot of yard work. But this is the stuff that takes some time, because obviously I can only go 20. I've got, you know, a 3/4 mile long train that I've got to wait, you know, so I've got to cover that, at least that much distance, because really right about here is where I want to drop the cars way at the back of the train that I can't even see. So once again, we've got a ways to go. I mean, obviously then we're further down where we need to be. So let's see. Got 35, 33, 35, 33, 90, right? Yep. So just crawling along here. I wonder if they like ever do this like without stopping. I can't imagine they do, but it's kind of like, yeah, we're moving along, because again then those cars continue to roll a bit, so that wouldn't make a lot of sense. All right, we're getting close, we're getting close. I just need them to be on the platform. So I think the first car just crossed the threshold. Third car, now I think they're on. So let's see. Now I think we stop, because anything here now could do it. Alright, well guys, you were clear to bring your consist home in the yard. I'll assign you a track in a few minutes. Alright. So if we go back, whoops, 3390. Whoops, did I leave a car I didn't want to leave? I may have. Well, I guess we'll find out. I'm thinking that number was really close. Guess it'll be a way to see how things work too. Alright, so we're going to do that, and then we're going via Whitefish East. So, still got a ways to go. Okay, our signal here is green. So we are cleared to go. Until we get the entire train here, we're not going to be able to go any quicker. But yeah, I've never done what I think I did, which was drop an extra car that I really didn't want to drop. I swear the number looked similar, and it probably was similar, but it's not the one I needed to worry about. Got some blinking water there. It's probably because it's far enough out, it's not quite rendering right. It'll change as we get closer, I would imagine. Might prove me wrong. Just don't know what those trigger points are. Maybe that's just a bad body of water. I don't know. If I change my... Nope, it still blinks, so it's got nothing to do with the angle I view it at. Yeah, looks like at some point we'll be able to go 45. Here comes another train. He looks like he's going way faster than 20. So I don't know if he's got a different speed option. But this was another section here in Columbia Falls where we were definitely doing more work. Quite a bit of work. Got a mile to go. Say at this point, oh no, we're still not clear. That's crazy. Alright, now we are clear. But we can only go 45, so let me not go too fast. But I'm sure we've got a ways to go after we do that, so. There's the speed. So now we are down. We'll probably be able to be speeding up through the entire town here. Which I'm sure, it's 4:17 in the afternoon, so... Or 6:17, I guess it's dinner time. So I was gonna say, I'm sure they're thrilled with the locomotive at 100% power coming through town, but... Might not be too bad. They're watching TV, doing other things. Boxes are very defined and very outlined. Now they're a little less so, but so yeah, I'm almost thinking this is like where the old house existed or whatever, or where we were dropping things. Alright, there's Columbia Falls Main 2 East on the other side. We'll see. I may still be accelerating, as I said, when I get to the other side. I don't think I will be by the time the train clears the yard, because as we've seen, it takes quite a long time for that to happen. But yes, I am not going to be at 45 by the time I hit the via point, which is right there. Alright, a little under 6.5 miles. Turn ourselves down. Now we are headed to Whitefish. So, don't know if you remember, but for a long time I kept wondering when we were down here if I would ever be in mountains. So, and now in 4 short scenarios we've come from way into the mountains back here. So definitely a much quicker return. Now again, there's 5 more scenarios left, so it's possible there's a lot of yard work to take care of on the tail end here. Alright, looks like we'll be able to go 50 or 60 in a bit, which will be nice. A little bit helps. There's a lot of trains coming through right now. So, it's a busy time of day, that's for sure. Alright, so that's where the speed will change once the train's all the way through. At 45, it shouldn't be too bad. It's not like we're going 20 again. But yeah, it'll be less than 5 miles, because we've certainly got more than 0.2 miles of train behind us that hasn't crossed the speed barrier. We might be able to just keep going, though. I think the train will get through there before we hit 45. But now you can see just a long, long, straight track. And there we go. We're up to 60. And probably about the time we hit 60, we'll have to start slowing down. But this definitely gives you a good feel, you know, where we're always warned about how long it takes trains to stop. You know, part of that is how long it takes trains to get going, too. So, making a train have to stop unnecessarily can have a huge impact on the schedule if you think about it. Because we may be accelerating here for 2 or 3 minutes, where we're not going at the full speed we would normally be trying to go. So yeah, I guess this won't be quite as bad. We might even be up to 60 by the time we hit that signal 3/4 of a mile away. But even so, if you think about it, we're going to go from 50 to 60 in 3/4 of a mile. Like if your car took that long to go 10 miles an hour faster, you would not be very happy. Alright. So again, obviously I got into the zone at one point where I just let things go. We did go into that yard before, I do remember that. So I'm just kind of checking things out now. So, we didn't even get to 55 before we hit the signal 3/4 of a mile away. So we didn't even speed up 5 miles an hour in 3/4 of a mile. So just think about that. Right, very, very long, straight to the horizon set of tracks. Again, I'm quite sure plains routes will be very similar to this. I have some of those, just not sure that's where I want to go next. I was speculating 1 or 2 scenarios ago, like getting close enough to the end now, I'm starting to have to think about what do I do next, because like I haven't had to do that for 3 months of my life or something, because I've had 36 scenarios to tackle here, so. No, we're up to 59, so again, before I get into the zone and then don't realize what's happening. Alright, 2 miles. So yeah, I think we're just gonna come straight in. And that's how this works. There's a signal, or the arrow sign, that's going to tell me something's slowing down. There it is, 20 and 1.19 miles. And that's probably because we're going to go via Whitefish East Lead 3413 East. And that's how we start switching to get over there. So we start doing that half a mile before. Alright, turn that off and start backing things off. I think this was the bridge where we were pulling out and sometimes turning around. That was kind of the edge of the known universe when I started. Either that or no, actually that was like an iron trellis bridge, so maybe that's coming up here. Right, so we're at a little over 40. Again, no point in coming in super slow, because obviously that's gonna then take some time that we don't need to waste. So yeah, I'm not sure if we're moving. It looks like the bottom is blinking. So I'm guessing it's telling me I need to stop soon. I don't know what it's telling me, to be honest. Alright, so now we're at 20. And then we need to be at 15. And I think we juke over to the right. So this is partially what takes a long time, because we got half a mile and we're going to be going 15 for most of it. Like, we're still going to have to slow down a couple miles an hour here. Come on. That was really close. Alright. So there we go. We're on Whitefish East Lead 3413 East. And then we're going to drop probably 2 cars off. So again, we'll see if we get, I mean, it did give us credit, so just, it may tell us, oh, you only dropped 2 of them off, so maybe we'll lose credit here. We'll see again how the scenario engine works in Train Simulator now that I've inadvertently created my own crisis. So let's see. Whitefish East Lead, drop off Whitefish East, because I'm thinking these are both, whoops, Whitefish East Lead here. Goodness gracious, I am just all over the place here. So that's still 3413, because I'm assuming then I need to drop there, which once again is the back of the train, keep in mind. 7293 junction should have been set for you. First drop the 3 lumber flats on the eastern tip. These are now bound for Kalispell. Also make sure the switch is set for Whitefish 3404. Okay. Okay, so I'm thinking that is where we're headed. They're set, so we're just going to kind of let the train do its thing. Yep, so that is in fact where we're headed. So there's that little stub that I think we've started out on with locomotives just like that. Alright, 3404. Oh boy, I can't see anything. 3408. Alright. 7, 6, 5, 4. So 4 is this line here. It is set for 3404, which would make sense because it's kind of what it's telling us. I'm just thinking I'm going to be like all the way over there. So I need to drop 253, 274, 4. So 74, 253. So yeah, see, I got to drop those. But again, it's 2, but it's kind of already given me credit for them. But it's like I think I'll almost be there when I'm dropping these. Which I'm not sure if that's really what I should be doing. But if I'm kind of following directions, that's what I should be doing. I don't know. I think I'll just barely be there, but... But we'll see. Because I also think, again, I need to get pretty far along, and I'm thinking this may not be counting down because I haven't dropped the others yet. Because now at this point, like, yeah, I'm coming up here. So now I will be on there before I'm dropping the other piece, which is kind of crazy. Because it's just the last 2 that I need. So we're kind of getting there. There we go. So now I need those 2. And now I need to lower this and keep going. There we go. Alright, and so 728638, I'm assuming that's all the way. Yep. And now we're 0.55, probably 0.54, there we go. So now we're finally getting there, but I need the whole train on the yellow part. And it may be one of those that it like barely fits, I don't know. Because that looks like a really small yellow part. So, I think because this is Whitefish, because yes, we start in Kalispell and whatever, like we've returned to Whitefish here at the end of this scenario. I'll just have to see what else is happening. But yeah, we've got... It's telling me 0.32 miles, so... Guess we'll see how this all lines up. But, again, I need this to be there. Because now we're at a quarter mile. It just doesn't seem like there's enough distance, but... There may be, I don't know. It's weird because it's like this is running into this. I don't know why. Maybe because until I fully get off that one, it like doesn't vanish. It's an interesting view. How about that? But yeah, I still have like 10 cars to go. I mean, I have room. There we go. Now it's finally fully come off. So there we go. I got 4 more to go. So I think now I think I'm on. So we have stopped. Disconnect. Bring your locos over to the roundhouse area. Pull forward and hold at Whitefish West M. Okay. So there we go. We have brought that huge thing across 70 some miles, I think, maybe more. About Whitefish West M, and 0.4 miles is where we want to be. So I'm not sure if that's here. I'm thinking it is. No, I guess not. Whoops. I saw what was happening, and then I did it anyway. I was so close, because I forget it kind of jumps really fast. But there's the roundhouse. Real roundhouse. So I don't understand. Because I think Whitefish West M is obviously past the signal. It's like I'm literally going to be stopping over there. Weird. But that's where it wants me to go, so that's where I'm going. It's basically going to be on the bridge. Or really close to it. Alright, I think I'm good. Oh, yeah, see? I didn't drop the 3. So, I left the 1 car behind. So, I'm gonna get marked for failure, but I know what I did. So, I just got excited thinking I was like I had recoupled. Reverse and clear switch at clear switch WF, then forward and park at Whitefish 3440. I'll have Andy take over and you guys call it a day. Alright. So, Whitefish North 3440. Oh, I see, okay, so it's having me go there and then around there, so okay. So I've got a ways to go, so let me speed this up, because otherwise we're going to be here for a while, because we've got to go past that. Alright, so some of this is, I'm sure we're just in a yard, so they just want us going 20. But yeah, it's like, it's that one there. So there's the 20 mark. There we go. But yeah, we gotta go over there. So yeah, like they said, we're going to clear switch and then turning around. Seems like I'm going faster with just the 2 locomotives at 20 than I felt like I was when I was pushing an entire train at 20. But yeah, that's what we brought in. Alright, and now, yep, we're on 3440. So, there we go. Guess let me not go beyond 15. Yep, there we go. Because it was going to trick me. And it might trick me even more, because it might go down to 10. So let me fix that. Just in case, because I don't want a problem. Still in theory 15. So 0.09. So there we go. So part of why it takes so long is this, because we're definitely moving around the yard a bit here. So that should do it. So we've got a bit of time to wait, but then we will be done. But once again, it's going to tell us we didn't complete the scenario. Yep. And we know why.